Hello everyone. We are live, and straight away we can see that shares of Shiba has continued to trend lower today, the 3rd of April 2022. One report showed that the trading activity in the meme coin had hit a 12-month low, a sign that the meme field boom that sent the cryptocurrency skyrocketing last year was fading. So let's return and just quickly have a review of what happened in the broader market. As you can see here, it says US equities closed higher, I think. US equities closed higher in another choppy session as investors appeared cautious ahead of the Fed's policy decision slated for tomorrow afternoon. The markets remained tense through the day as expectations continued to build. The Fed is likely to be aggressive in this monetary tightening cycle. Moreover, a handful of overarching themes continue to tamp down the sentiment, including the ongoing war in Ukraine, the recent jump in interest rates, the rise in the US dollar, and the economic impact of the COVID lockdowns in China. In economic news, factory orders rose in US nearly double expectations, and the prior month was favorably revised to an increase, while the number of jobs available increased, with the number of workers quitting hitting a fresh all-time high. Meanwhile, earnings season remained in full force as Pfizer posted a profit on increased COVID vaccine and treatment revenues. Expedia reported a loss that was mostly in line with expectations, however offered an upbeat outlook, while Clorox bested forecasts but adjusted its guidance citing higher costs. Treasuries were mixed, and the US dollar paired a recent rally, while crude oil prices were lower and gold turned to the upside. Europe closed mostly higher after yesterday's fall, with markets in the UK returning to action following yesterday's holiday. Asia mostly lower in lackluster volume, with markets in China and Japan and India closed for holidays. Okay, the Dow Industrial Average rose 67 points to 33,129. The S&P increased 20 points to 4,175. The Nasdaq advanced 8 points to 12,564. In heavy volume, 4.5 billion shares of New York Stock Exchange listed stocks were traded, and 4.5 billion shares changed hands. On the Nasdaq, WTI crude oil lost $2.76 to $102.41 per barrel. Elsewhere, gold spot traded $7 higher to 1,870.60 per ounce, and the dollar index was 0.3% lower at 103.46. So let's see what Shiba is doing. The Shiba Inu is at 0.0002033 So this Shiba Inu has a much anticipated layer 2 solution known as Shibarium. Shiba Inu fans hope that the layer 2 solution could help Shiba deliver monster returns this year. But could Shibarium even send Shiba Inu soaring to $0.001? Well, why are Shiba Inu investors so pumped up about Shibarium? Well, the layer 2 solution will bring several benefits to the table according to motleyfool.com. Most notably, the launch of Shibarium will usher in lower transaction fees. Shiba Inu is built on top of the Ethereum platform and Ethereum blockchain, As a result, it has gas fees. It has gas fees and have been much higher than anyone would like. The developers behind Ethereum are working to address the issue with a major upgrade. However, Shibarium could solve the problem for Shiba Inu even more quickly. Another thing that Shiba Inu investors eagerly await with Shibarium is the burning mechanism. There are currently over 549 trillion Shiba or SHIB tokens in circulation. The only way to reduce this number is to burn existing tokens. While some burning is already going on, the launch of Shibarium is likely to accelerate the trend. The fewer tokens in circulation, the higher SHIB's price will rise. Last but not least, Shibarium will serve as the foundation for other projects. These include the Shiba Inu metaverse that many hope will become a huge catalyst for Shiba Inu in its own right. Okay, Shibarium propelling Shiba Inu to $0.001 will without question be a tall order. To reach that level from where it stands now, the digital token would need to close to a 44 times gain. However, the jaw-dropping performance Shiba Inu emerged from relative. However, the jaw-dropping performance happened as Shiba Inu emerged from relative obscurity to become one of the most well-known crypto assets on the planet. It's more difficult to generate sizzling gains from the position Shiba Inu is in now. Shiba Inu would need to nearly quadruple to get back into its all-time high. Even if it was able to accomplish this goal, though, the meme coin would still be nowhere close to hitting $0.001. So moving on to other stocks we're looking at in this session. We have MULN. We can see it gained 3.1%. Okay, let's see what the technicals are saying for MULN. Let's see what the technicals are saying. Okay, this is as far back as the 28th of that's Thursday. Let's see whether there's anything interesting there. Okay, some event happened. Okay, that it tells that the balance says here it's an inside bar bullish. The balance between buyers and sellers recently dominated by the buyers is evening out. We may see higher prices ahead. An inside bar develops during a strong downtrend when the trading event is completely within the boundaries of the prior bar. This suggests the balance between buyers and sellers is becoming more evenly balanced. That is a weakening power of the bears and increasing power in the power of the bulls. Yes, I indicated that to you some time ago. I think yesterday, but I based mine from the fact that the volumes were diminishing. Okay, so it's the weakening power, the power of the bears are it's a weakening where we are according as of Thursday the 28th of April. There was a weakening power of the bears and increasing power of the bulls. Okay, so as things stand right now, it's momentum is totally sold out. This is just based on the 1 minute live chart for MULN stock. So we have volume of 43.216 million shares. Did we have any big moves on the options, Pete? Okay, there was a decent 33% gain on the $0.5. Okay, that was the puts. Let's see the calls. Let's see what happened there. Oh, it was a very decent, very good big gain for the 20th of May. $5.50 calls gained at 300%, but it was just the only one. The volume was only option volume was just one. Okay, let's we have already had a look at Shiba Inu. We're not going to see it on this platform, so let's look at BWVX. Oh, BWV. Blue water vaccines. It's again 93.11%. Let's see what the technicals are saying. It's saying here. Okay, there was an event today. Let's see what it's okay, there's the event was a momentum event, so it tells one that for bullish events, upward momentum has just built up, with the latest price now trading higher than the price 10 bars ago. The opposite is true for bearish events, where we are seeing downward momentum now that the price is trading higher than the 10 bars ago. Momentum measures the velocity of the price changes. For a 10 bar momentum, we take the difference between the last bar's close and the close 10 bars ago, and we plot this as a line fluctuating above and below zero, which can be used as a buy and sell signals when in agreement with the prevailing trend analysis. Momentum is significant because it signals the strength of price trends. A healthy price trend tends to exhibit strong momentum, while the weakening trends often have decreasing momentum, indicating a trend reversal or a trend reversal or a correction. Okay, so what was the news? There was a news there. It says Blue Water Vaccines Inc. files for resale of up to 2.43 million shares of common stock by selling stockholders, and I think there was also some more shares that were being issued. So it gained then at 3.11% in this session. It rallied late in this session. So the next one is XRTX. Zotex Therapeutics gained 57.76%, down 12.02% now. What do we have? We have some technicals here. Let's see. Okay, we have an event here. It says the price is price crossed above moving average. The price is generally in an established trend for the time horizon represented by the moving average period. Moving averages are used to smooth out the volatility or noise in the price series to make it easier to discover the underlying trend by plotting the average price over the last several bars. The line is less jerky than plotting the actual prices. A bullish event is generated when the price crosses above the moving average, and in this state the price is likely in an established uptrend. The opposite is true when the price crosses below the moving average triggered by a bearish event. So the price crossed above I think one of its moving averages. Okay, what's the news concerning XRTX? Okay, it says here XRTX initiates a dozen of human subjects in the XRTX-OXY 101 clinical trial. Okay. Volume for the stock was 4.857 million shares. Okay, so let's look at the next one. The next one is SNOA. SNOA Pharmaceuticals gained 31.55%, down 4.57% in this post-market session. Let's see whether we can get any technicals for the stock. Yes, we have some news there, some technical events there. The price is a commodity channel index. The price is relatively far from its 20-bar average price. The commodity channel index measures the deviation of the price from its average value comparing to a chosen moving average, typically 20 bars. The oscillator is normalized by dividing by the typical deviation, so we get an oscillator fluctuating roughly between plus 100 and minus 100. Many traders use these then as an overbought plus 100 and oversold minus 100 market markers, and watch for signs of several of reversal, but original use was to consider the long positions when CCI is above 100 plus and short when it's minus 100, which is a bearish event. When the price crosses back in between plus 100 and minus 100, another event is triggered to indicate an end to the prior bullish or bearish situation and a possible opportunity to close out such a position. Okay, let's see whether there's a news. There's some news there. Yeah, okay. So the month of pharmaceuticals and MicroSafe Group, DMCC, announced EPA approval for nanosine hospital grade disinfectants in the US. Okay, so the EPA granted one of their chemicals as a hospital grade disinfectant. It was on the move in the pre-market session. Let's see, 58.629 million shares crossed the tape. Okay, let's see what happened to OST. Austrian Technology Group gained 57.28%, down 1.68% in this post-market session. Let's see whether we can get some technicals here. Okay, there are no technical events. Let's see. Okay, there isn't any as such from okay, there wasn't any news. It was just rallying, and it was halted twice, I think. Yeah, volume was 58.393 million shares. Okay, so let's see again. Let's return and see what's going on with Shiba Inu. Still, it has moved up, inched up slightly since the market ended. It's inched up slightly. Okay, let's return and see what happens, what's wrong with MULN, and see whether we can get some more technicals for MULN. There isn't any fresh technical outcomes for the stock. It's just that of okay, there is one here. So there is one here. Short-term bearish opportunity type event is double moving average crossover 21 day 50 day. Okay, this is MULN. I didn't see it earlier on, so let's see what they're saying here for MULN. Okay, the price is generally double moving average crossover. The price is generally in an established trend, bullish or bearish, for the time horizon represented by the moving average periods. Moving averages are used to smooth out the volatility or noise in the price series to make it easier to discover the underlying trend. Okay, so let's see what happened. Which two crossovers do we have? Today happened today, the 3rd of May 2022. Short-term opportunity type is short-term bearish. Okay, inside bar bullish. Okay, the balance between buyers and sellers recently dominated by the buy. Okay, we read that already. The balance between buyers and sellers recently dominated by the bears is evening out. We see higher prices ahead, and an inside bar develops during a strong downtrend when the trading ranges is completely within the boundaries of the prior bar. This suggests that the balance between buyers and sellers is becoming more evenly balanced. That is, weakening power in the bears and increasing power in the bulls. Yeah. Okay, so that was your update, and shares of Shiba Inu has continued to trend lower, even though it has inched up slightly now, inched up slightly, gained inched up slightly, but all in all, the underlying trend is a bearish one as things stand right now, and the market is awaiting the outcomes of the Fed's meeting tomorrow, the 6th of tomorrow the 4th of May 2022. Okay, market awaits the first Fed's decision, so see what you make of all of these things, and thank you very much for joining this live stream.